Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ghost Captain Life here, and today I am playing, well, not playing, I'm doing a Minecraft mod review. And the mod review I am doing today is Voxels Minimap, also known as Zan's Minimap. And basically, let's just get started. Let's open the menu, and I'm going to show you the controls first, so you understand what you're doing before you press random buttons. So M opens the menu, obviously, which I just opened up. Z, all Z does basically is it just zooms in your map on the left side. I'm not going to do it because it turns pitch black, because this computer's not the best. Then we have X, which brings you a full screen map. It doesn't show hostiles or anything on it, which honestly I don't like. And then we have B, which you're able to set your waypoints on. Let's just call this one Island. Let's pick a random color. Then you can choose if you want it on or off. Nether, you can choose if you want to see it from the Nether, the overworld, which obviously you want to see in the overworld, or the end. Then you click done, and there it is, right there. Honestly, I did not mean to break that. Well, okay, so up next I'm going to show you the different options in the minimap. So you can choose to display the coordinates or not. I choose to display it so I know where my coordinates are. Then you can choose the location of the minimap where you want it to be. I recommend the top. I don't know what you guys would like, but the top left is basically where I always have minimaps on. Then you can choose if you want it to be square or not square. I like circle. Circle's cool. Honestly, I don't know what this means. Oh, okay. So basically, hold on, let me check. Basically, this will tell you if you want the beacon on or the sign on. Here's the sign, and then beacon is the light. So you can choose if you want both of them on. Hide minimap obviously hides the minimap, but brings your coordinates up here unless you turn those off. Then you can choose if you want regular, large, or small, which I just skipped. But honestly, I choose regular. You can choose whether you want the old north on or off. You can enable cave mode, which allows you to use the minimap while you're in the cave. Let's go to the radar options. And on the radar options, you can choose if you want to show hostiles and all that stuff, so if you turn it off, it'll show nothing. And then throughout the options, you can choose whether you want to see mobs, if you want to see players from like your server or another multiplayer server that you're playing on, if you want to show the helmets on the players. I'm gonna skip the out icons here. I don't know what those do. Honestly, I don't know what this does either. I'm not the brightest person when it comes to Minecraft. Neutrals like squid and NPC villagers. You can choose whether or not to have that on or off. To show player names, you can choose whether or not to have that on or off. And to show mob helmets, basically is the same thing as player helmets. And then down here, you can choose what mobs you want to see while you're playing Minecraft. So if you don't want to see creepers on the minimap, you could click that and it'll turn it off. You just click disable mob icon and it won't be on there anymore. So let's enable that. So let's show you real quick. Let's get some. What should we spawn in? Spawn in a bat, a sheep, and a villager. So let's spawn in the bat. The bat doesn't show up. Let's spawn the sheep. The sheep is not showing up either. Okay. And spawn villager. So let's open up the menu real quick. Go to radar. Show neutrals. Okay, that explains it. I didn't know they count as neutrals. Alright, so here you go. You can see how this works out now. I'm not going to bring in any mobs because no one likes mobs. We all love sheep. And we love you. We want you. Yeah, we want you in the butt. Oh yeah, we love you. Okay, yeah, so like I was saying. So, we went through radar and controls. Now we can go to the details and performance. Now we can choose to have dynamic lighting on the minimap on or off. Water transparency on or off. I have it off because I really don't care about that. You can choose whether or not to biomes on or off. I'm not going to mess with that button. If you want to see the trunk grid, You can turn that on or off. If you want to see how deep the terrain is, you can choose height, both, off, and I skip slope or slope. I picked both. Now you can choose whether or not to have block transparency on or off. I have it on. Filtering on or off, or the biome overlay on or off. I'm not gonna mess with that either because that'll just mess up my mini map. And then you can control and take task of all your waypoints. You can edit them. You can delete. You can teleport to your waypoint, which I find really good. You can go to options. You can choose how far you want it. Let's go back to 1,000. Yeah. Okay. And then you can choose whether to have your death points. If you want to see them, not to see them, or the most recent. All of them. Actually, no, let's change that. Okay. And then you can add a new waypoint. That's basically all that there is to that mod. I will be right back, guys, and then I will show you how to install the mod. Alright, guys, I'm going to show you how to install the mod. First of all, you go to this website, which I'll put in the description. I'll put a link in the description below, planetminecraft.com. I get most of my mods from this website. So first of all, you're going to go down here, and you're going to go to download mod. That's the easiest way I would say to download it. Yeah, to install it. And then here's the mod loader Forge version, which I don't recommend you doing because I'm going to show you how to install it doing it this way. So you click it, install, you download the mod, and then for you it'll automatically open up. But for me, I actually have to type in, I'll type in Zan. I'll open this up, and it will open. Here you go, right here. And then you go back into the start menu, and you type in percentage, app data, percentage, and you can click on the roaming folder, or you can just click enter. Then what you're going to want to do is go to your .minecraft folder, and then you're going to want to scroll down and open your versions folder. And then you're going to want to open 1.6.4, or if you have Optifine and you got it from Optifine.net, you open it from here if you want Optifine with it. So you do this, and you right click and click copy, and then you go down here and you click paste. Then you have a copy of this, and then rename it. Well, since I already have Zan, I'll put Zans. Then you click enter. You can type it whatever you want, and then when you open it, you're gonna want to rename these the same thing that you named your folder. And I named the folder Zans. First of all, I might want to click rename. Then you type in Zans. There you go. And then you're gonna want to open the JSON file, as you can see over here. Double click it, and then don't get the quotations, get what's in between it, which is right here. So I went a little bit too far. And then you'll get rid of that. Then you'll type exactly what you named your folder, Zans. And you want to click file, and then save, and then close your notepad. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open this with WinRAR archiver or 7-zip, whatever you have. If you don't have this, I recommend downloading WinRAR. And then the first thing before you even try to install this, you need to delete the meta.inf file. So you delete that file first. This will take a while. Hold on a few seconds, sorry guys. Alright, now once the meta.inf file is deleted, you're going to want to select all of this except the readme, because you don't need that in there, and you're going to want to drag it over here under the net folder. Don't bring it over, because then it'll just copy it into one of these folders. So bring it into all the classes, and click OK. And there you go. Now you can close out of all this, close out of this, open up Minecraft. Now just wait a while. Sorry, this may take a while. My Minecraft takes a while to run. Alright, so let's wait a few more seconds. It's starting up the launcher. Alright, there we go. Now, you're not finished yet. Now, let's just wait for this to load up real quick. Sorry guys, it's really late. Now, you're going to want to create a new profile. And then, you're going to want to go to Release. And then go to the one you just created, which is Release Zans, for me. And then rename it whatever you want. Let's just name it Zans. Then after you got that, you click Save Profile. Make sure you pick the profile before you actually start Minecraft. And then click Play. And then you just wait for Minecraft to start, which will probably be faster than this. It may take another few seconds, guys. I'm sorry if it's taking too long. Alright, it's getting started. Let's move this up here. Then you go into single player. This is the world I'm used. So click that, go into a selected world or make your own world. And then while it's loading and building the terrain. Okay, hold on a second. My Minecraft always does this, I'm sorry guys. And there you have it. You have Voxels, aka Zan's minimap, up in the left corner where it should be. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this Minecraft mod review and tutorial on how to install the mod. Hope you guys like, subscribe, favorite, and have a great day.